Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to today's good night meditation. Today we are going to talk about thought transformation, and we will be looking at what is the basis or the foundation of thought transformation. So, just to give an example, um, this thoughts are transformed based on the awareness that we are in. So in this example, you can see this plant that is right beside here, and if there is three different kinds of people who look at the plant. Let us say one person is um, a botanist. So he will look at the plant from a different angle. He will create thoughts. He's in the awareness that he's a botanist, and hence he will create thoughts like, he will see what is the species of the plant, what is the kind of the plant, what is, how the leaves are, and so on and so forth. Right. The second person, who is, for example, an artist, so he's in the awareness that he's an artist, and he will look at the colors of the plant, he will look at the artistic angle, right? How beautiful it is, and what kind of painting he can make out of this plant, and so on and so forth. And the third person, let us say, for example, who looks at the plant is a merchant or a trader. Now he looks at the plant in the awareness that he's a merchant. So he will create thoughts of, how he can use this plant to either sell it, or how this plant can actually benefit him, how he can make profit out of the plant, how he can earn money out of this plant. So, meaning to say, the thoughts that we create are based on the awareness that we are in. And if we were to change the thoughts that we are creating, then we essentially have to change or transform the awareness that we are in. So, we are not working at the superficial level of thought transformation, where we are just trying to, as if, affirm to ourselves, give ourselves some kind of positive affirmations that we are good, or everything is well. No, but internally, now with spiritual wisdom, there is a deeper transformation that is possible with transforming the awareness. And this essentially, the transformation of the awareness, and hence the transformation of the thought, is a three-step process. And we will be experimenting with the three step process in our meditation also today, just to broadly mention the three-step process of change or transformation, bringing about transformation in thoughts based on the foundation of transforming the awareness. The first one is, who am I? So we will look at how we can, what is the current awareness, and how we can transform that. The second one is, where do I belong? So, who am I? Where do I belong? And the third one is, who do I belong to? All right, so let us now experiment with this thought experiment in our meditation. So, like always, we sit in a comfortable position. Just choose any sitting posture that you feel relaxed in, but you can still keep your mind alert, and just slow down your breathing. And with each breath that we are taking, we slow down the momentum of thoughts. And gradually, gently, we withdraw our attention from everything that is external, outside. We take this moment to take a journey inwards, connecting to that inner world. This inner world is the one that we pay attention to, and we connect with that tiny point of light, the living being. We check and see what is the awareness of who am I. We see with clarity that we are not this body. We are not these organs that are a part of the body. We are not the character or the role that we are playing, but we shift our awareness to a point of light, and we come into full concentration in this awareness of being a point of light. This point of light thinks differently. He knows that he is independent from the body. He knows that he's using the body for a very short period of time. He knows that he's just a guest in the body. He knows that he is visiting the physical world, which has a beginning and an end. And now we check for the second awareness of where do we belong. We see that it is the physical body, the character that belongs to the physical world. He thinks that he belongs or is residing in America or Africa or Australia, wherever. And he's in this house or office on the street. But when we shift our awareness, our thoughts are transformed of to how this tiny point of light thinks. This tiny point of light knows that he belongs to a world that is beyond the physical world. His reality is different from the physical world. His home, his country of origin is subtle and invisible. It is that far away land, a dimension that is beyond the moon and the stars, a dimension that we call true home. This is a home of light where this tiny point of light can see his own immortality, his own truth, and eternal nature. And now he checks, who does he belong to? He comes into the awareness that he belongs to the Supreme Being, who's also a tiny point of light, the one who stays in clarity always. He sees every point of light as just a point of light. He is the highest and the wisest, and this tiny point of light, the child of the Supreme, can see that he has all relationships with the One Supreme. He belongs to the Supreme. And with this changed perspective, the shift in awareness, he finds that it is very easy for him to always remain happy, to always feel peaceful, to be loving to everyone forever. And so, as we go through the rest of the evening, we check every time and remind ourselves again and again of who we are, where do we belong, and who do we belong to. We transform the awareness to a point of light, and the thought is transformed automatically. And we keep this true awareness and the most elevated thoughts with us through the rest of the evening. Thank you and have a very good evening.